The witching hour draped the castle in a heavy silence, a stillness broken only by the rhythmic clang of steel-shod boots on stone. Sir Caelan, captain of the King's Guard, walked his nightly patrol, his younger apprentice, Finn, trailing a step behind. The boy's shoulders slumped with fatigue, his yawns barely stifled in the echoing quiet of the grand corridor. Torches in their sconces painted long, dancing shadows on the tapestries, the air cool and still. Suddenly Caelan halted, his gauntleted hand raised in a sharp, silent command. His head cocked to the side, his weathered face a mask of concentration. Finn froze, his exhaustion vanishing in a rush of adrenaline. Caelan pointed a finger toward a seemingly solid stretch of the stone wall. A faint, almost imperceptible draft, a mere whisper of cold air, was disturbing the flame of the nearest torch. Caelan gestured for Finn to stay back, his eyes narrowing as he approached the wall, running his bare hand over the cold, rough-hewn blocks. Caelan felt for the source of the anomaly. His fingers traced the mortar lines, pressing and probing until they found it. A single brick, subtly different in texture, that shifted under his touch. He shot a look at Finn, a mixture of caution and excitement glinting in his eyes. Taking a deep breath, he pressed the loose brick firmly. A low grinding rumble echoed through the corridor, the sound of stone grating against stone. A section of the wall, seamless moments before, receded into the darkness, revealing a black, gaping maw. Caelan took a fresh torch from a wall sconce, its newly lit flame cutting a swath of orange through the oppressive dark. The light revealed a steep, narrow staircase, its steps slick with moisture, descending into an abyss. A chill, more profound than the night air, billowed out from the opening. Finn swallowed hard, the sound loud in the sudden silence, his hand instinctively going to the hilt of his short sword. With Caelan in the lead, they began their cautious descent. The air grew heavy and cold, thick with the cloying scent of ancient dust and damp earth. Cobwebs, thick as sponge shrouds, brushed against their faces, and the stone underfoot was treacherous and uneven. Each step seemed to take them further from the world they knew, deeper into the forgotten bowels of the castle. As they went deeper, the torchlight began to pick out shapes on the walls. Faded tapestries, their colors muted by centuries of neglect, hung in tatters. They depicted scenes of forgotten history, long-dead kings with stern faces, epic battles against monstrous beasts and constellations that no longer graced the night sky. It was a gallery of ghosts, a testament to an age lost to memory. The winding stairs finally opened into a vast circular chamber. Caelan held the torch high, the flame seeming small and inadequate in the immense space. For a moment, both men stood frozen at the threshold, silenced by the scale of what they had found. The camera of their gaze panned slowly across the scene. Floor-to-ceiling shelves groaned under the weight of countless scrolls and leather-bound tomes. Sprawling tables were cluttered with strange, multi-lensed contraptions, intricate astronomical charts and artifacts of unknown purpose. Dusty banners bearing the sigils of forgotten royal lines hung like silent sentinels from the high vaulted ceiling. Finn's eyes were wide with a wonder that bordered on fear. It was a trove of secrets, a library of lost knowledge. Their shared gaze was inevitably drawn to the very center of the chamber. There, commanding the space, sat a large iron-bound chest. Its dark wood was covered in a lattice of intricate carvings, swirling symbols and glyphs that belonged to no language they knew. It seemed to pulse with a silent importance, the focal point of the entire hidden world. Caelan and Finn approached the chest, their footsteps echoing as the only sound in the cavernous room. The captain circled it slowly, his eyes scanning for hidden needles, pressure plates, or arcane wards. He ran a hand over the complex carvings, feeling the ancient cold iron beneath his palm. It was a lockbox of history, but it seemed to hold no immediate physical threat. Finding no traps, Caelan gripped the heavy ornate handles on the lid. He gave Finn a final resolute nod, then heaved. With a deep, protesting groan of rusted hinges that echoed the grinding of the stone door, the lid swung open. A brilliant ethereal light, pure white and pulsating with energy, erupted from within the chest. It flooded the chamber, banishing every shadow and turning the dust motes into a swirling galaxy of stars. Shielding their eyes, they saw its source. Floating just above the velvet lining of the chest was a flawless, multifaceted crystal. It hummed with a low, powerful thrum that vibrated through the stone floor and into their very bones. The light from the crystal was not merely illumination, it was a projection. Ancient, moving symbols, the same that were carved on the chest, danced across the chamber walls, forming stories and equations in a fluid, mesmerizing display. The guard and his apprentice stared, their minds reeling from the impossible sight. Slowly, his breath held captive in his chest, Kalen reached a trembling hand toward the humming, floating heart of light.